Hey everybody, feel free to drop in a hello or let me know where you're watching from. And I'll just get started in a minute. It's going to be a little bit of a chill stream today. Yesterday's stream was a bit long, but it was really fun. And thanks to everybody who joined along with me. I think that was really fun. In case you missed yesterday's live stream, oh wait, here I can go over here just to show you. We had a lot of fun with the gingerbread layer styles. Um, Here's the live stream here, and I'll show you the demo file. And yeah, it was really fun. Fun to just like be in decorating mode and also go through the project from start to finish. But today I'm feeling a little bit like not inspired. So when I'm not inspired, sometimes I'll just do like more of a Photoshop brush therapy sort of stream and just, you know, pick a theme and see where the brushes, take me and everything. But make sure that you download that. Yesterday or just today, I actually uploaded the files for members so you can get this demo file and you can get my Fresh from the Ovens layer style if you don't already have them. And hello, David from freezing and windy Santa Fe. I heard New Mexico. Everybody says New Mexico is so beautiful. I will really like to get out there sometime. That would be nice. Hopefully. So today I thought I would just do real easy, real quick little um, brush work and playing with my boho neutral color palettes. And some of you guys might be familiar with those. I kind of thought I would do something since I didn't have any particularly fabulous ideas and I didn't, just today went by super fast and I'm like, okay, a live stream. Let's get an idea going. So I didn't have any particular wonderful ideas that I could just whip up at the drop of a hat. So sometimes I'll go back and I'll go, hey, let's look at one of my products. So I've got the boho neutral color palettes, which are really nice. This is the product. Oh no, it's not there. It's in my photo. I'll show you that in a second. But I took these neutral, I made the color palette, the boho neutral color palettes. I kind of just searched on Pinterest and found lots of boho sort of pictures and photographs, and I created these nice neutral, subtle color palettes that were inspired by that because that's still like a huge trend, everywhere boho and things neutral, although I like things that are really bright and crazy, but neutral is always good, and it always can tend to look a little bit luxe, like luxurious. And so I had created these like luxurious abstract holiday backgrounds like that, and usually most of them were just, these ones were actually created using the the tie-dye brushes, and most of these have like a solid background. They've got one boho neutral color with a little accent of gold, and then just just a little something like that can go a long way, and it can look very luxurious, very upscale. You can make some gorgeous backgrounds that way. So I was like, you know what? Let's do something like that. So we'll do a little mishmash today, and also if you guys haven't saw yet, I now have my live schedule up on my website. It connects with the Google Calendar, and you can even click here and subscribe. I did scooch my calendar around a little bit today. Sorry about that, but it's been kind of a crazy day. So the first thing that I thought I would do is play with some shapes. Ooh, I got a couple more. So hey, Lauren, glad to see you. I think it's quite early there in Washington, and Jeddah, icy cold. Well, here it is not cold. So I mean, for the most part here in Split, it's been about 15 degrees Celsius. It did drop the other day to like 8. That was cold, but I think today it got back up. So I'm definitely enjoying a nice uh, mild winter, which is great. So let's see here. I'll show you what I did on this one. So what I thought I would do with those boho neutrals is I made those tropical stamp brushes that thought I was going to use in the boots the other day, the boot illustration, and I'll just show you those really quick. Let me make a new file. I'll put 2000 by 2000. And so let's see here. 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 2000 by 2000. And so let's see we'll just do soft. So these ones were these nice stamp brushes. And sometimes when I don't have an idea or something, I'll just like use a stamp brush, you know, across my artboard, and then just that's creates me a kind of a easy, fast composition. So I can just, you know, play with the two, you know, use that as the foreground and the background, and then just put a couple brush strokes in there. And then there I have it. I've got like something to work off of. So I thought I would do that today. So what I did was, I really like this first brush, and maybe I'll just stick with this. Not that one. Oh wait, let me get my mouse. I think I might, second brush. So I thought these were cool. This was kind of this was also tropical, but just playing with some big brush strokes like this, and then there I've created a little bit of a composition, just a real quick something to work off of, since I don't have any ideas right now. Because and these ones these brushes I have on like jitter, so they'll go like this. So if I don't really take too much time, but I'll just keep stamping, and if it doesn't go the way that I like, I'll just stamp again until it's got something kind of nice. And you can put them on separate layers, but I'll just, like, something like that is fine. So now we have a composition, and I don't really have to like think about it, so what have you. So for this one, like, I did something like this. So all I did here, now this one maybe is a little bit, maybe I went a little bit too much, because I put two brush strokes behind it, a neutral on the top, and then I put this gold stroke behind it. But let's just start fresh. So let's do something like this. And first of all, I'm gonna make cancel. I'll go layer, new fill layer, solid color, and take like a soft color. And I think even in my swatches with my boho neutral, I think I do have some swatches. So I can grab one of my, yeah, I have some actual solid color swatches. I think I'll have kind of a darker background. And then now I'll use this as a clipping mask and kind of play with that interchange between the foreground and the background. So I'll put a new layer above it, and I'll create a clipping mask, and then I'll just put a new layer above that. And then we're going to go do our like multicolor brushes. The boho neutral color palettes are for the color blending brushes, pattern stamp technique. So if you guys are not familiar with the pattern stamp technique or new to the brushes, just check out the foundation tutorial below. Oh, David, those stamp brushes, I made them for the boots tutorial, the fashion boots tutorial that I did like 2 days ago, the purple ones, and they're actually in that file, in that download file. But after the thing today, I'll just re-download them for this one too, so you can have those. And I should probably do a tutorial on like also maybe making some stampy brushes. Okay, so now I'll just grab a multicolor brush, and it really doesn't matter what brush I get, but I thought I would play sometimes also with the Feather Couture Fantasies, because there's so many of these that are very, they're very soft, very delicate, very painterly. And I really feel like I haven't exploited those as much as I can or used them. Brush 11 is interesting. Even on this one here, I did, like, if we zoom in, I did a glitch core brush. So that was kind of fun too. So, you know, feel free to mix and match. I could do the same thing. But, you know, so sometimes, you know, like depending on which brush, like this is a feather one. This is kind of cool too. So it just, you know, gives those nice color blends. Now you're not going to see it so much when you're working with this like a narrow little area like this, but I still like it. So I'm going to go with it and just fill that in. And we've got those nice multicolor brush strokes. So they're pretty. And, you know, you can just do, we'll do this. I'm totally not worrying about this being perfect. This could be, you know, you can see the strokes in there. You could also alternate it with like a softer a brush. But mainly I just want kind of a light look. I want this to be light and I'll have the background be a little bit darker. So, you know, I can just switch up my brushes and keep changing and keep, you know, whatever. But I'll do that nice, gentle multicolor, you know. So we got all the different colors that are in that color palette. I'm using the one here. I'd have to hover over it for a minute before I'll see the number of it. But anyway, you get the idea. And what did I do over here? So I had, this one was a little bit wild, but I think what I will do next is, let's do something. I mean, I like how this one turned out. So let's just put another layer underneath this. And now I just want like some soft brush strokes behind there. And so I want to make sure that, you know, like you keep the principles of, you know, contrast. So, you know, you always want to have those design principles at play. So I want a darker background. You know, I don't want it to compete too much. But the good thing with the boho is that they all kind of go together. So I'll just grab this darker one and maybe let me grab this this brush number 6 here of the Feather Couture Fantasies. And if we look here, it's just a very soft brush. And this one is one of my favorite. You know, let me make a new one just so we can see it on white. This is one of my favorite Feather Couture Fantasy brushes. You see those gorgeous soft details? I just, I find this one very pretty. Excuse me. I thought that's really nice. I think it just looks lovely. So we've got to work with these more often. I think that that would be fun. So maybe what I will do is do some soft sort of painting in the background like this. And I could even maybe take my background color down a little bit so that we can kind of see, we want to kind of see that brush stroke. And I'm kind of really zoomed out here, but I think it will look really nicer in the, you know, when you look up close, but maybe not fill in the whole background, maybe leave some spaces and just put some softness. So I'm not gonna like judge myself today if it doesn't turn out so nice, but I'm just like, whatever, we're gonna be easy on ourselves. And maybe this one is a bit more successful because it's kind of all the same tone. It's kind of interesting. So now maybe what I did over there actually for an, let's see, on an accent is I played with this. This gold is actually one of my gold play brushes, and I kind of use these like, not exactly, like kind of a single line contour behind the leaf shape. So I'm going to play with that here and then just see what happens. And what I might end up doing is taking that color of the leaf like a little bit darker so that it's not as much contrast, but we're not going to worry about it too much. We're just kind of build up some, you know, neutral layers and see what happens. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do that brush stroke now. So that is, where is those brushes? Gold Play. And what I like about this particular brush is that it very much looks like a thready kind of fiber. It's Dry Decorative 13. And so if we go over here, I'm just using the gold that I already had in it, and I just think it looks really nice and very dimensional even. And so maybe what I'll do is behind the plants, I'll just kind of draw some lines and see, you know, kind of organic. It's organic, it's whatever. And, you know, just kind of building up. This is abstract, this is relaxing. But anyway, this is an exercise to show you guys when I don't have some like really fabulous ideas for the day, then I will just do, you know, just kind of just play with the brushes and see what happens. So not everything has to be super perfect and amazing. That is nice. I'm liking how that's going. I could play with my foreground. That's even nice. Ooh, maybe I should just ditch the foreground. I'm curious. But I do kind of like that organic shape. I could either take the opacity down. No, that doesn't look good. Or I could make the colors darker. Let's maybe play with that. So we're making decisions as we go. I have got no destination on this train here. I'm gonna just I'll make a new layer because I don't want to, I want to work one non-destructively. So this is the light, one that I have. And I'll just grab another feather couture because that's just the collection that I'm in. And maybe take more of a grayer one and see if that looks a little bit more elegant because it's more like tone on tone. I mean, I do like to have the contrast, but sometimes this has gotten busy. So if you have it busy, then maybe it's better that you have more tone on tone and something a little bit subtle. But sometimes the shapes is just a jumping off point to see where it goes. And also there was another, that's not pretty, okay, we'll just go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save before I forget. And we'll put this as number 4, just naming these. And yeah, we'll just not judge these, but maybe I'll put another something soft in the background. Even it could be behind this. Let's try behind, see how it goes. I kind of want to put a a tie-dye brush because the tie-dye brushes are what I use that I used in the oh, kind of nice. What did I use them in? I used them in the Luxe papers that I did. So that's interesting. I kind of like that. Now, part of me is wondering, maybe I should just I don't even know if I should just leave that or just keep it. We'll see. I like this. I like some of the soft tie-dyes, how they go. That's kind of pretty. Maybe I don't even need that. Maybe I'll just ditch that thing. It was good to start, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Putting some soft tie-dye brush strokes. But that's what I love. That's Pattern Painter. This is Pattern Painter 1 on my tie-dye brush collection. That's kind of interesting. This is kind of soft. So whatever. That's interesting. I like that. Now, if I take this off, then I would probably just want to put something in the foreground then to kind of go along with this. So we're making it up as we go. But also what I could do is take down those tie-dye brushes. I don't know. They're okay. So whatever, we'll hit save. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. So I'm tempted to put something underneath these things that I just drew, but in a lighter color. So let's play with that. What I could do something loose, or I could use my lasso tool. I love how I just started with that, working within those shapes, and then I'm just abandoning it. But this is what I really do sometimes, is just let's go ahead. I don't want to lose my selection, so what I'll do is I will fill it like that. That's kind of interesting. Let's deselect. Because sometimes if I just go straight to paint straight in that selection, and then I'm wanting to add something to it, and I deselect and then try to reselect, and then the selection's gone. So if I fill in that amorphous sort of shape with a color, that will just save my selection for later in case I ever lose it. So I could go to my pattern stamp tool, and let's see, or maybe one of the lighter, what's hard, I'm tempted to go with like a gray taupe. Let's try this one here. And let's see what, maybe like a tie-dye. No, that's too much. Oh, okay. We'll see what's going on. Like something soft. That's interesting. Let me deselect that. Okay. I think I like that better than just the strong the leaves that I started with. I think that's kind of nice. So that was tie-dye brush 32. So I think I'll go with that, and we'll just call this one like done, or you know, like, but I'm going to go kind of follow this. Let's make a new layer. Follow this sort of like amorphous leaf shape, but follow it not perfectly. I like that. Anyway, sometimes things are just a jumping off point. Yeah. Let's deselect that, save, and then, yeah, and then we'll put one more layer here. That I'm liking. That I'm feeling okay with it. So I'm curious if everybody's like off of work already for the holidays or how things are going, because I have no sense of anything because I am in Split, Croatia, and I'm on my own. So I'm just kind of doing my regular things. And the reason why I had to move today's live stream time was there's like a mixer, like a ladies mixer or like an event meetup thing. So I'm going to go to that and I'm excited. It'll be lovely. It's nice to meet some people when you travel, so that's fun. And I'm kind of liking this. So maybe I could take, let's see here, save that, and I could leave this as an option or even put like something a little bit, because that's like a little competing. I kind of like, well, you could do different versions. So like if you are making digital, like a digital paper pack, you could have like one with this one and then, you know, make another one that's more simple. Retired from teaching, so every day is Saturday. David living the good life out there. Oh man, that's awesome. But I can't complain. I love this so much. I'm like, I want to continue doing this. It's crazy. I'm also trying to okay, I'm gonna change color palette. Gosh, I have to do so much catching up on. I have a billion Twitter bookmarks that are about like all this new AI tech and stuff, which I'm totally not against technology, because technology is letting me draw in, you know, draw these brush strokes and everything. But at the same time, part of me is like, maybe it's naive, but I'm not like gonna be, I'm not letting myself get too stressed, because I create because I want to create and I want to like be involved in the decisions and stuff. So, and I think that there's a lot of people like me, you know, we create just, you know, for that reason. But you know, like I obviously want to harness whatever, but I also don't want to, like, for me, that's not fun. And so it's like, I don't want to spend my time learning prompts and becoming this prompt artist. And that's has, you know, I want to say, I want this leaf to go here. I want this to go here. I want to make those decisions. I want to experiment. I want to play. But it's like at the same time too, I want to be, you know, always keeping up on my industry. But like the last 2 weeks, it's been insane that every day there's like 5 new newses, and I'm just like, I can't keep track of this, you know, but right now I'm just vibing with my own stuff, so whatever. Oh, Lauren, you're quiet at the agency you're at. Well, that's cool. Love that. Yeah, definitely December is a good time to take your vacay time, and at least you have vacation time, so that's good. lots of people, I think you're in the US, maybe they don't have, oh yeah, Washington, they don't have so much vacation. So this one is Pattern Painter 5 brush, and I kind of like that little stippling effect. I layered this a bit of a gray, so that's kind of nice. We're just not going to judge this, but this is very abstract, and I am just going to say whatever. But as you can see that these neutrals are very forgiving. I would say when you don't have a good idea, they're very, all kind of go together, all like, a vibe. So that's cool. I think that neutrals can tend to look they can tend to look luxurious, and that's cool. And one thing that I was also wanted to play with, I don't know if I don't think I'll use a, gosh, one of those stamp brushes that I was thinking to use for my whole tutorial. I just realized, because I was like, I want something really soft and nice. And so I thought, oh, why don't I haven't bust out my Galaxy brushes in a while, and I think that those would make really nice, some of those really nice like neutral backgrounds like this. And so that one was playing with some of the Galaxy brush strokes. And let me just grab like, okay, that one here. Now I'm gonna, because they're kind of meant to be like, galaxy, space, little cloudy. So I think that they're very nice for that. And now I want to find that brush that I had just used. But I think that was looking like something interesting to me. Now, like this whole, I don't know which color palette I used. Maybe this one, or I think I had mixed a couple, but I thought that was really pretty. So that's 21. Okay, that one's very strong. So that might be a nice like accent. Let me go back to that dark color. That's 23. So I think for one of the other backgrounds, I could do like I was doing there and play with like layering maybe a galaxy brush with like a little gold tie-dye, and I think that could be really pretty. I was liking the softness, but now I can't find that which brush I was using, because that was a specific one that looked really nice. I will see it if I, no, it's not there yet. No. Oh, I think it's this one. 127 Magical Dreamy. Oh yeah, that one I liked. It feels very, very cool. Yeah. So that one is a nice one. Sometimes it's fun to like mix and match, and you wouldn't think that like you wouldn't necessarily think to use the neutral color palettes with the neutral color with the Galaxy brushes, but I think that's quite interesting. I like that. That feels almost like a little bit pearlescent or something. I like that. Maybe playing with some of these, and then maybe a little bit of the gold, like some gold like this. Maybe even doing some gold with, oh, the sparkle. I like that. It's a sparkle brush. This one was kind of nice, this 19, because I don't know. There's, let's see here. It's kind of soft, but I would maybe put it like behind a little bit. I love the neutrals in gold though. I think that looks really nice. Oh no, 2022 has those kind of splattery. That's nice. I think that looks really pretty. with some of, you're getting that feeling of um like loose, not lucidity, kind of seeing through, like you feel like you're seeing through and kind of um like, yeah, a little bit of that. So okay, well, I'm going to play with that and kind of just make an abstract digital background with that, and then I will call it a day for today, because this is my Photoshop brush therapy. So this is like, hey, didn't have anything miraculous today, didn't have a miraculous idea, but I'm here. Okay, so that looks very pretty, I think. I think it will look nice. So let's, I don't know if I want to use the negative shapes like with the, um, gosh, with the, no, I don't, I think I'll just kind of freehand it or whatever. So let's just go back to that really dreamy brush that I liked, and I called it Dreamy. I haven't picked up these ones in a while, so I'm going to use that dark, yeah. Yeah, so this was a amalgamation of a couple different color palettes. Okay, so let's click OK. We've got the Magical Meteor Dreamy. We've got the darkest kind of color palette here on the boho neutral. And so we're gonna just, I don't know if I should just maybe do like some, not fill in the whole background. Let's just see where we go here. Oh yeah, maybe I'll leave some cracks for the some gold behind to show, so I could make a new layer, and then using that same brush, then go to this lighter color palette. And I think that's looking kind of, I like having that layer of that lighter color on top of it. Looks really prettier when you get close up. When I'm zooming out, you kind of miss some of the details. But I am zooming out so that I can kind of make sure that I cover, because if I'm zoomed in whenever I'm brushing, then I can't really see that I'm getting some kind of consistent sort of coverage over the background. Yeah. Oh yeah, David, it's like yeah, it's nice little desert adobe kind of. I think it's cool. Um, I don't necessarily do lots of neutrals. One of my friends, she's like my online friend, she's a neutral queen, Skyla Angel. She makes beautiful watercolors and stuff, and her whole life is like on brand with her she is boho neutral. She's so lovely. I follow her on Instagram, and we're on a designers like Slack group, and oh my goodness. And then if you see her, she lives in the Netherlands, and then you see even her house is like on the brand. I was just sending her a message going, girl, you're like your whole house, your life is just 100% on brand. It's just like so aesthetic, so neutral, so beautiful. Just it looks like whatever. And my, I feel like my, I'm like my life. I feel like it's a little crazier, like not on brand like that. it's it's not that, not the Instagram aesthetic, like moving places and I don't know, all that. Okay, so I've got this 24 karat gold layer style already applied to this layer, so I'm gonna kind of just play around with this Galaxy Brush 22, which has got these little sharp kind of bits. I think that was it, yeah. And maybe like playing with that in the background. So this is very, this is like very neutral, and then, but kind of getting this sort of theme. I think that's okay. But this is a little goldy, that gold for me. So probably what I'll do is I'll change the gold style to desaturate it a little bit. And so this could be a little marble, actually, kind of, whatever. But yeah, the gold looks a little bit, it almost makes it look like slightly green up against that gray. So what I would do, because this is in a classic gold, I can go to my layer styles and I have a color add-on layer style that's like desaturate the gold. And so if I hold down my shift key and drag that onto there, I don't know. Let me double click onto my color overlay. So basically it puts a black on there. Maybe I'll just adjust that opacity just a little bit, whatever. So if we zoom in, we've got kind of this sort of background. Okay, is it so fabulous today? I don't know. This one I think was more successful. This one's probably needs another layer or something, or maybe if I wanted to make it like match this, I could do, let me just maybe try to make it match this so that I feel like it's a set or something. But I think I would want to, yeah, maybe play with this kind of brush and see what I could bring into it. Because yeah, that's like fine for just a chill background and stuff. But if you want to add a little bit more visual interest, maybe it needs just like something else. And let me get my dry decorative brush. Maybe I'll leave that the regular gold. Okay, we will see. We will see. I'm not really too stressed about it. So this one, if I wanted to like make it maybe match the other one, so maybe I'll do something different and like fill the whole background with this sort of thing, like a single line. Okay, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. I feel like my hands, okay, that was not so great. So I can just feel like this is like a set and something. Okay, whatever. That's okay. That's okay. We'll go with it. So it feels like it'll like match this one just a little bit. So now what I'll do is I think I'll do like a similar line going around, and maybe a dark, just something to kind of offset it, like something a little like this. So, okay. Well, I think I'll finish it with two different things that I'm mildly okay with, and they almost look like they go together. So I feel like that's a win. A win's a win. Okay, I want a brush that's like not gonna show, that's gonna mix the colors very softly. I could use brush number 6 on the feathers. I want it to be, I could use a modern impressionist brush that's very like, because sometimes they'll mix the colors more softly and sometimes they'll mix them more harshly. Modern Impressionist 12 looks good. 32 is one of my faves. So, let's go to Modern Impressionist. I kind of just want to have like a darker gray and kind of follow this, and I think that that would be kind of cool. So we can go to Modern Impressionist. Yeah, 32 is one of my faves, but this one, I want it to be kind of like dark. What I could do is change it to multiply, but then you're not going to see the thing so much. Maybe what I will do is use my brush to create the shape and then just make a soft thing. Okay, this is interesting. Let's hear. Or I could just use it in one flipping color. Okay, that's a thought. So let me just take my one brush tool. I almost never use my single color brushes unless I'm using the brushwork brushes. Let's see here, 32. Okay, so this I'm just trying to actually make like a shape. Let's make a new, this is Modern Impressionist brush 32. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to like get this sort of shape that, and then I can fill this in with something. And that's kind of interesting. Okay, so that's created my shape. And then I'll make a new layer above it, make that a clipping mask. And then I can take that same brush that I was using, but just because I'm using it as, what do you call it? I'm using it with low pressure. It's going to make the, what do you call it? It's going to make the colors blend very softly. So yeah, I could just play with something like this. I feel like, I don't know if I love that color, that I would want a little bit, maybe of this color here. Let's select this color. Let's make layer, new fill layer, solid color. Okay, that's maybe a little bit better. And I can play with that, or even take the opacity down. So whatever, that's pretty okay. Is it the perfect? I could do it lighter, in fact. I don't know if I like the dark or if I should go, let's save this before I go too much. But I could, let's see if it looks nice as a lighter color. Oh, that might be too competing. Oh, that's not so bad. Let's see here. I should make two versions. So this is the darker one. I think that one is a bit more successful, but it feels like it could be kind of in the same collection. Maybe you wouldn't even need so much. No, the gold I kind of like a little bit. Let's see here. So this one is the dark. Group that, and then I can just duplicate that. And then turn this into like, select something from here, kind of like a light color, and then this one, if we are on the, okay, we're doing like the, or maybe even just a solid color. That's kind of interesting. Picking like a little bit of a solid. Okay, I kind of like that because we need some kind of like not color, you know, like a little simplicity. So whatever. So there we go. We've just chilled out with the, what do you call it? The boho neutral color palettes. And there's another one that I made. This one I made using this is actually pretty much tie-dye. This is tie-dye brush stroke. This is a tie-dye brush stroke here. That gold that I was just showing you, and then actually I used glitch core on the top of it, so that one was also neutral, neutral, neutral. This one is probably my fave, and I'll just attach those Photoshop files to the thing after my live stream's done. Don't forget, what else? Yesterday's one, you guys, if you're a subscriber, you can get all of the fresh from the oven layer styles. Downloaded that much and this month. And then also feel free to comment on any of my things and let me know what you would like to see, anything in particular. But tomorrow is Friday, and so I'm gonna come, I'll come tomorrow on my live stream with something a little bit more worked out, something interesting. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, you can also like download my Google Calendar to your calendar, or even I think if you have a Mac too, you can download it. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a nice nice December. I'm just like loving to get in the vibe of live streaming every day, and it really pushes me to like at least do something, at least show up and have fun, you know? So I will see you guys mañana, and everybody have a great rest of the day and good evening. And message me also in the Facebook group if you have any suggestions for tutorials. So I'll see ya.